For one free inspiration, who wants to do inspiration?
Hey, Dead, because of the hesitation that I had hitting the button, I think the first word on the recording is "fuck."
One free inspiration, who wants to do it?
Do what?
The
Recap.
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 Oh, wasn't it like I could give bits and pieces, but I couldn't do the whole thing. Never mind.
I relied upon the videos,
Yeah, so the only
and
person who's got to see that recently is me, even though I haven't put it in yet. I'm a monster,
yes,
I know.
please actually upload those videos, or
Yes, please do.
I'm going to be in the middle of doing that while we record, so
doesn't that normally mess it up?
no, surprisingly.
No.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anybody
so
else?
yeah, does anyone else before I steal it?
You criminal scum. Um, I'll give it a shake of a stick. If I don't already have inspiration.
I mean, even if you do,
Nope, I already got it.
You
Someone
can
else
just
do it.
you can give it to somebody else.
I don't believe in charity.
I only believe in democracy. Anywho, last time we left off on Dragon Ball Z, I woke up from a nice little tree nap where I apparently had smacked a tree so hard I went unconscious.
Yep.
Give or
Yeah.
take.
So the rest of everybody else informed Veritas, like, hey, yeah, no, a ballista bolt hit the cart, you flew into a tree, and then we had to do this massive fight. By the way, here's an Octavia and two ballista. And to that response, Veritas went, how long was I fucking out? We then proceeded to tie up Octavia even more so, collect our sleds that could be saved, collect the dogs that didn't die, and if I remember correctly, we had Anila randomly summon from the ether the fucking fanged deer that wanted rabbits.
Well, she
Proceeded.
went out into the woods and talked to one.
No.
It just dawned on me. It was was it a summon or was it a? I think I
No,
talked
just
to
randomly
animals,
came out of the
right?
woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did just this basic speak with animals, and this thing was like, "Yeah, give me a rabbit," which I'm still very concerned about.
I mean, but you gave it the rabbit. Can't be
Yes.
too concerned, you listened to it. After doing that and you having the conversation with the deer, getting its help, we stringed up the wolves and the doe and decided it was time to fucking go. Directly to a cave nearby to rest for the evening because we got pretty fucked up. Well, everybody but me. We then proceeded to split up. The three survivalists went hunting, and the two socially adept character, Veritas and fucking Sally, decided to strike up a conversation with. No, actually, Veritas straight up didn't. It was just Sally. Sally decided to go talk to Octavia. Got some
Well,
things,
the old T-post behind her menacingly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and every time she turned around, you were still behind her. It was like that. It's the ghost from the PT uh demo,
Yep.
just constantly behind you, even though you can't see him. But yeah, no. Proceed to have a conversation with Octavia. Octavia loosely agreeing to some terms, saying that maybe she'd done some things wrong, but who cares? Other people wronged her first. And Sally doing the whole, you know what? You know what, chat? I think I can fix her. And decided to attempt to befriend. Got brought back. Everybody's sitting there. Veritas just like basically waiting for everybody to go to sleep so he could just axe this lady in the sleep. Uh, Gets talked to by Sally. Uh, fucking full drops the full name, states what it means, and Sally talked him into going just by Veritas still, so that's nice. As the conversation went through, eventually everybody got back, and then we got asked, "Hey, so what did you learn?" And Veritas looks to Sally, "Yeah, what did you learn?" And Sally just kind of blinks. The only thing she really learned was this person was a tortured individual. Oops.
She already knew that from the recording. So basically that thing.
Yeah, so Sally kind of just went, "Oh, I was supposed to ask them things?" To which everybody collectively facepalmed. Veritas also facepalming because he could have been asking more questions. Uh, so we set Octavia up, and Barnaby takes his go and
You're forgetting the
proceeds to.
bribe.
Huh?
The bribe.
Oh, yeah. Right. Sally successfully tried to bribe Beale. Beale was going to take the bribe, but then Sally was like, "It belonged to my mother. It's a family heirloom," and made Beale feel guilty. It's like, I don't want to take the bribe anymore. Stop. My feelings. Just keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. We give
Beale has the softer side.
They're a child, of course they do. They still have guilt in that skull of theirs somewhere. Then we had good old Barnaby. Barnaby went cracks knuckles. "Okay, I'm gonna show you how an interrogation is done." Walks over there, proceeds to be incredibly Intima friendly. Yeah, I'm gonna go
My
with
favorite
Intima friendly.
combination of words.
Yep, it is definitely a
It describes Barnaby very well.
also friend of me.
Mm-hmm.
Good old friend of me. Uh, Proceeds to get good bit of information. In fact, mostly that Octavia doesn't know anything and is kind of expendable, except for the fact that she works for the collective and that her brother is strong-armed into it, and she was strong-armed into it. Kind of relays that information back to the group and gets some secret stuff that I'm just going to leave in the recording once the recording goes up, which should be
Yeah.
in the next 2 hours or so, apparently.
Okay, what
Yeah.
about Sunday though?
It'll go up next. I have to do those one at a time because that will mess up the uploads.
Ah,
Let's see, what number is this?
Anyways,
We proceeded to decide to take turns napping as we do. It goes about as expected. Everybody sits
nothing.
there and tries to volunteer, and Veritas and Zulfra both look at each other, nod, and pick up Octavia and take her outside. We then proceed to actually interrogate her under a Zone of Truth spell instead of what Veritas and Sally did the first time. Getting quite a bit of information, and Veritas absolutely hating himself for having morals and kicking himself because it would be so much easier just to kill this lady, but dear fuck does he still care. How dare you make me pity you?
And Sally twisting his words against him.
You have no idea
Like a
how much he's irritated by
Dagger
that.
to his heart.
You can't. It wouldn't be the first time someone stabbed him in the heart. Anywho, proceeds to, in front of Zulfra, go through a mental breakdown. I don't know if Zulfra picked up on that or not, but yeah. The conversation ends amicably. She basically agrees that the enemy of my enemy is my friend for now. Says, "Hey, my brother
Yeah.
might want to talk to you." Beale speaks up because they've been there the whole fucking time, because of course they have. Veritas taught her well. They go back to the place to see Sally still sitting up, playing with the sending stone, talking to her brother. Oh, brother.
Where art thou?
Wherefore art thou? Yeah, we have this moment of, you need to get some fucking sleep, because he needed to get some fucking sleep, and if he needed to get to sleep, it wouldn't be fair if we didn't put you to sleep if you didn't want to sleep. both Zolfra and Veritas look at each other, nodding again and cocking the sleep spell in unison. Beal does go to sleep because Beal's not a crazy person. Sally does go to sleep. We wake up, I think it was Barnaby and Jason for their watch.
I used to envision like the sleep spell as just us cocking one of those beanbag shotguns.
Exactly. Just in unison. Funny. But we wake up Barnaby and Jason to do a watch. Jason does not do a watch. Barnaby is Barnaby.jpg. Suddenly there's an owl. Suddenly there's not an owl. Suddenly there's an owl.
Photorealistic Barnaby.
Photorealistic Barnaby, indeed. Octavia. Of course she tried to fucking sleep. I know he did a partial watch, kept dozing back off to sleep. In fact, if he wasn't asleep by the time Barnaby went to sleep, he was supposed to wake up Veritas again, so Veritas could just smack him with a sleep spell shotgun. Both of them went to sleep after waking up Anila and Sally, and that's where we left off, I think.
Was it Anila and Beal or Anila and Sally, or were they all three going to do a watch?
I think it was going to be
I
all three of them.
don't remember where Beal
I
sits in this.
thought it was gonna be Anil and Beal.
Was it? I don't remember Sally taking a watch.
Yeah, because I remember Barnaby going up to Octavia, like making sure the ropes are on. It's like, if I like take these off, Anil and Beal might kill you, thinking you're trying to escape.
That's fair.
So better to leave the ropes on.
Yeah, I remember there's a whole. We didn't tell them about the ropes thing,
And then they did
Because
the
we
rope thing, and
completely-
then they forgot to tell the
They-
other people of the rope thing.
but we never
That's funny.
told them, so they didn't know. They basically said we have to, so you don't get killed by the other people. Not knowing about the deal we made, because we forced Sally to go to sleep right after, and
Anyways,
forgot to inform the next group, which became a recurring thing until you turned to a halfling attempted to escape.
yeah. Anyways, one more another tab inspiration.
Thank you. Can't wait to waste it on something stupid like I always do.
As you should.
As I should.
And okay, I guess this is the question. So Beal and Nila would be woken up for watch. Would Sally automatically wake up, or
Sally hasn't gotten a long rest in a while actually, so she almost got killed.
so you're
So
staying asleep then?
Yep.
Okay. Plans are still intact. Good.
Oh. I see why that would have been a problem. That would have been funny.
I'll tell you guys after. So, as we return, Beal, Anila, you are woken up for your watch. Anything specific you're doing?
Yeah, I think Anila is just walking around, making sure the camp is looking good and everything is proper. Other than that, just trying to keep an eye out and be watchful.
Okay. As you're looking around, give me a perception check.
Okay.
I'll say if you look, Octavia is asleep. What's going on? What's Beal doing?
Sending something to James that will hurt him. Beal is kind of off in the metaphorical corner. Kind of whisper talking in Draconic to her mouse plushie.
That's normal. Okay. Excuse me.
Does Nealon know Draconic?
No. No.
Okay, well then. Yeah, she's just saying some weird things in lizard tongue.
Okay. As you're looking around, snow's lightened up a lot, so you'll be able to. You estimate that you'll be able to travel in the morning with no problems. Um, food supplies are good. Yada yada. And then you look down. A bit of rope is loose from Octavia's bindings.
Golly.
Narrative
And no one said anything about how people are loosening up bindings.
Nope.
because it hasn't been passed along.
Oh darn. Well, then Nilo would assume that that's an attempt to escape, and would call Beal over.
As you look, she is asleep.
Oh, she's well.
So you have no idea how that happened.
I'll still call Beal over. I'll be like, this one is faking asleep and trying to escape.
She
I
just
need.
stops, looks over, looks up at Anila. So, tie her up or hit her with sticks until she, and then tie her up. I don't. How do you want to do this?
Oh, I like this sticks idea. See, this is why I'm glad I brought you over. You always bring such good insights. Maybe the sticks and then flaming sphere. No. Maybe hold person.
you
No,
are
no.
alive still. You don't want to hurt, but we do need to
I have snare. Well, I guess. Do we just like sit here and stare at them until they stop faking it?
I mean, we can get like uncomfortably close to them.
If I had a wild shape, I would love to wild shape into a bear and just like start sniffing him. All right. So what I'll do is, I think Anila will just tighten the straps of the ropes that were loosened, and then assume that they're just faking asleep, and so they'll just tighten the ropes back on and then sit down and keep a very close eye on them.
Beal lays down on her stomach and is just like an inch away from their face.
Anila is
With
just
like just holding her pet mouse next to her, like just there.
it's just like,
Her
please
mouth's
give me
flushing.
one reason. Give me one reason, Bill, and I'm swinging. I'm swinging, Bill.
Question: are you telling me that Bale is currently using this person as a bed?
No,
Oh, good
so,
God.
uh,
That's just on mute.
hold on. So like she's laying down like this, right?
I don't know. I can't see what you're doing.
I'm drawing on the map.
Yeah, of course you are. Anyways,
Beal
Anila, how?
Beal is laying like this, looking, just staring up at them.
I got it. How tight are you trying to get this just back to where it was, or are you trying to tie it
Yeah.
in even more?
Yeah, just back to where it was.
Okay, let me look at your stats real quick.
I don't think I have anything great for like sleight of hand or anything like that. But
Who was the one that did it originally?
I do have
Barnaby.
thieves' tools. I don't know why, but apparently I do. Oh, I think
Give
that's
me a sleight of
because
hand
I
check.
have a criminal background.
Yeah.
You said a what check? I'm sorry.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
You got it.
I'm going based off of.
Oh, that's a terrible roll. Oh man.
Yeah, think you get it back to where it was.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna sit down and just like keep a very close eye and just let Beal do their thing and just be like, if anything happens, I'm swinging, I'm going crazy, and I'm alarming everyone. But until then, I'm gonna let Beal be my eyes and ears on this very close person.
Less than an inch.
My God, they can smell what Beal had for breakfast 2 days ago. Just hi.
You ever just like wake up with a cat on your chest and they're just staring right at you? It's kind of like that.
Anyhow, give me one more. Whoever's watching, or give me one more perception check.
I'll give you guidance if you roll, Beal. Oh, you don't even need it. Look at that.
You see her ear perk up for just a second. And then, it doesn't anymore.
Beal is just gonna whisper into your ear.
What are you? What the fuck are you whispering? I apparently need to go look at my DMs.
I was expecting it basically just be gotcha, bitch.
You need to DM it to me too. I gotta see this. How fucking weird is Beal being?
Oh, good lord. Beal, question.
Oh no.
It's a nat 20 hit.
Yes.
Immediately, there's just a singular headbutt that just comes out. She rolled a 2 on the wisdom save. Take 4 points of damage.
Ow! I knew you weren't asleep.
Baker! Neela will say as she points and being like, I knew you were trying to escape. Are you alright? I'll give Beal a little bit of
Strong.
do I have the spell slots for it? That's a real question. I don't think I do. I don't think I can give you a healing. Sorry, Beal.
No,
At-
I'm fine.
At that, she just goes back under her blanket. I'm assuming somebody gave her a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
She's in my
Boy, I
bedroll.
hope
I'm
so.
sleeping
It's
on the
cold as
dirt.
hell.
With a very angry stare. She's not getting a long rest in.
Hey, Octavia.
There's just a low growl.
You realize I said that to make sure, you weren't faking it. Because I was very quiet about it. I know you. You know me. Do 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 do. Double birds.
Touch. No, she's actually gonna go to sleep this time. I would assume so, yes.
Barnaby's just gonna open up his eyes. I guess he's gonna sit in the spot between the group and Octavia. Looks over to Beal and Anil. It's like, could you two just not mess around with her, please? Some of us are trying to sleep. Just
That's
watch the cave
fair.
entrance. That's why I'm here.
She's fine.
Yeah, she is.
I suppose she's retied after trying to escape. I feel I can release my tensions for now and not mess with her, of course.
I I loosened her up a bit because it was a bit too tight.
Oh,
You
my apologies,
probably should
Octavia.
pass that up. Now I feel like a butt.
Mm.
Let me just. Can I sleight of hand to undo my knot? Now
It's
that we
hard.
have the information. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, I'm sure with the 4 or a
Yeah.
total of 8, it probably wasn't nothing.
I don't
all right, fair
expect you
enough.
to forgive me for what I said, Octavia, but I feel bad now.
I think you should just let her sleep.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I hope I'm not getting a cold. This place sucks. I hate it. I want to go home. I'm just gonna go sit over here.
Good.
I'll join you. Yeah, I'll kind of give space now that I know that everyone's very much attuned to Octavia. That being said, I would like to roll those bone dice that I have. Can I roll the bone dice and ask a question to the gods and then just be done? Or not just be done, but I'll be done with all my shenanigans for the moment.
Sure.
What I would like to ask is really, is the tribe okay as I roll these blessed squirrel bones? It doesn't have to be anything special in answer. Just are they doing okay?
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Is the tribe doing okay?
As you roll them, you get whatever is the equivalency of a low number
Okay.
on a beauty 6 rolls.
Interesting. Okay. I want to ask more, but that's kind of the fun of the squirrel bones. Is it's got to be left up to interpretation. All right. That'll be it for Neil. Unless Beal asks any questions, she'll stay quiet and just keep a close watch.
Hey, Anila,
Yes.
what's your thoughts on Fury?
I think they're very handy. They're very good at what they do. Know how to captivate an audience, tell a story. Overall, good people.
Okay.
An interesting role model for you, for sure. I see that they like to indulge in what makes you you, and I think that's very what's the word I'm looking for? Not formidable, but respectable.
Okay. That's good to know.
Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. Just idle chatter.
I see. I feel very confident that our group is getting more familiar and comfortable with each other. The only one that I'm still a little bit nervous with is Barnaby. Not that I'm scared of them, but they are just so good at freaking people out.
He has his specialties.
Very good at their specialties.
I mean,
And
like, he's some sort of ranger, I think they call him. I'm a rogue. Beardus is a bard. Zolf is a shaman.
You're a druid. We're quite an interesting group.
Oh
Sal,
yes,
Sal is some sort of fighter.
a very good fighter at that. I hope they're doing all right with everything going on. A lot to lay on the shoulders of a young person.
Beal shrugs. I mean, they're not that young. Older than me.
Yes, but I still look at them and I can't help but think of what I was like at the age, and would I be able to handle such conflicting information, especially with somebody that tried to kill me over and over. As I look kind of over to Sally, then to Octavia,
They didn't try. They succeeded.
multiple times, if I remember correctly, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and yet we're very, what's the
She's
word? Yeah.
Sally. I don't
can't
know
get-
how you can forgive someone. I don't know how she can forgive Octavia, but it's heroic.
Yes, very much. Something admirable. Something I wish to extend out towards my enemies next time, instead of just bear shape and eat.
It's I think Viridis would also say it might be a tad bit naive.
Maybe there is some redemption in the quality of naivety. Or not quality, but in the trait of naivety. Naivete, however you say it.
Maybe. But I've seen some very nasty people.
Yes.
I got this little eye scar trying to take a. I was dumpster diving, and there was another guy, and he had a knife, and he also wanted the sandwich. I got the sandwich though.
Ah, I see. Can I ask you? I've been just pondering this. The situation of us having Octavia here now, I don't want to say so easily, but like it doesn't feel like this is all too convenient, does it? Like we're falling into the plan of somebody else and we're not just disrupting?
That's my worry. Is that she seems to be the type to have a backup plan,
Oh, for sure.
and her backup plan might have been banking on the fact that at least a few of us are fairly persuasive and some pure-hearted,
Hmm.
like Sally.
You think they're going to try to take advantage of that?
If I was on their shoes, I would.
Yeah. Fair. Just an interesting thought, I suppose.
And whilst,
Why?
I guess I should also say, whilst Viridis is a lot less naive about their extent of helping people. I might be a little biased here, but I think he also has a good heart.
The more I'm starting to learn of them, I can see that being true. They do seem to care very much about leaving the world a better place than which it left them.
Yeah. He definitely deserves better than what he had. He deserves someone very nice to, like, hug him or something.
And I'm sure he will find somebody very soon. Feel. Unfortunately, it is not me. My heart lies in a cave. In a very cold cave with someone from a long time ago.
Okay.
But that is ancient history. Nothing good lies in those dark, sad memories, but
I
pain.
mean, look at it this way. Even if your heart gets stabbed out, if you're still breathing, there's a tomorrow.
That is very
And
true.
eventually, those wounds would heal. And um the sometimes they can heal better if there's someone next to you that knows your pain.
Understood. It makes sense to have someone there to share the burden.
Mm-hmm.
Um, However, I don't know if I'm ready to let go yet. I still feel like there's hope.
Everyone has to take things at their own pace, I guess.
Yes.
I don't really know if I'm talking from experience, so. Oh, I'm definitely not. It just sounds like it should be the right thing to do.
You're telling me, Bill, there's never been someone special that you've wanted to have hug you? Be there to help burden those heavy loads, I guess?
Um. No, not really. Most of my life experience was digging through dumpsters.
Well, I'm glad that it taught you what it did because it's been very valuable so far.
Eh. I don't really know about that.
um, Beal, let me ask you this.
Hmm?
Why do you choose to have a positive? I don't want to say a positive. I don't want this to sound pessimistic because I'm not trying to be pessimistic. But like for the events that have happened so far,
I
of
don't know what
us
that word
just
means.
to be sad or not sad, but yeah, uh, to the things that have happened to us so far,
Mm-hmm.
of all the chaos, it seems rather, I don't want to say fortuitous, but it seems like we keep playing into more of a plan than we are letting on. Is there anything that you would recommend for the group? I've been trying to think of something for the group to help shake things up for whoever's trying to track us down, because they're doing a damn good job of it. I mean, coincidental as it was that they were here an hour, it feels like everything is falling into their laps really well.
It does seem that they have the luck of the devil. Good thing we have our own devil. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Now, we have to do something that they don't expect. We have to do something we wouldn't normally do. That could be trying to get Octavius on our side. That could be just leaving. That could be going to... I think going to your tribe wouldn't be the best idea. I know it's important to you, and I understand that, but they know that too. They would have to.
Yes, you're right about that. If they have all this detailed information, they know very much so what lies dear to our hearts and what could be leveraged from it.
The only way we can truly assure our own safety is leaving the continent. Even then, that's a perilous task.
Hmm. Well, maybe that is what is needed, is a good shakeup. Leaving the continent just might be it, but there's so much that we have ties here for. I don't know if everyone's quite ready for that step. However, when it comes to the chance of decision,
I'm
I
more
hope
than ready to be
everyone.
born again.
No, I bet you are. I bet you are. Yeah. Anila will place a hand on Bill's shoulder and just say, Bill, thank you. I appreciate the conversation.
Thank you. I'd like to talk to people and be honest with them.
I like when you're honest with me, Bill. It is very nice. I don't know if I know what you being dishonest with me is, and I hope I never find out.
I hope so too.
You are quite convincing in all your ways. But
I have a secret.
oh, you have a secret.
I'm not a rogue.
Oh, you don't say. Anila will be like, interesting, but you can see on her face she can see that she wasn't buying the rogue thing at all.
That's why she said it with a smile.
Oh, this will shake some things up for people, but damn it if they aren't ready for it.
I wonder how Sally would react. They'd be so surprised.
Yes, they would be.
No, you're not a rogue. But how did you sneak into my window? Yeah, I can't really do a Sally impression.
You are quite sneaky. I will give you that. Your ability to find and infiltrate conversations, despite you not being a rogue, has been one of our most beneficial nuances of you, I guess. I mean, how else do you think with not Kareem, but is it Kareem? The brother of Sally? No, that's Hakeem.
Hakeem, yeah.
Yeah. With you being able to listen in and get more information, that was very nice, especially as leverage. But I could go on for hours about our group. I'm very smitten with our group. Feels like a little family coming together. A little
Mhm.
tribe of its own, if you will.
Yeah. You have the weird uncle, you have the crazy uncle, you have uh, dad. I don't know where Sally fits in. The aunt that actually has, like. The aunt who joined the army.
I would say the responsible aunt, and then you have me, the wine aunt, as 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 I give you a smile of like I'm probably the one that's irresponsible.
That's fair, but you know. It's wine mom. Anyways.
Anyways,
I think I'm gonna go over here now
Okay.
and study this wall. This is a very interesting wall. It's made of rock.
Y'all got anything else? 'Cause it sounds like
Nope.
he's wrapping up. Make sure you got nothing else, Rat.
Nope, I'm good. Just fucking the chats in the Discord.
Dude, it's so fucking funny. I'm just sitting here just like, aw, they're wingmanning while he's having an existential crisis because he was recently reminded of a past trauma. And Bill's just like, he needs a hug. Yeah, we should find him somebody to hug. Beal. But so fucking
Anyhow,
funny. Oh,
with
God.
Octavia still being stuck where she's at.
Yeah, she's sitting there listening to all of that.
No, she finally went to sleep.
Oh, that's good. I thought you said she wasn't gonna get a long rest.
Yeah, she's not getting a long rest.
Oh.
She probably went to sleep, but she's not getting a long rest.
Oh God. She went to sleep because it was getting too awkward. I had to mute the whole time because I was laughing so fucking badly.
Anyways,
Poor
Yeah.
Neil. Like he was like, I wish you were my mom, and I'm like, oh my god. I feel so sorry for her.
anyhow, eventually dawn arrives and y'all are able to wake up.
Oh, nice. Can I hit that long rest button?
You may hit the long rest button if it is applicable to you, which is just about everybody except for a certain NPC. She tried to escape the entire night. Was interrogated.
And then bugged.
Yes.
Oh.
And then she headbutted a kobold.
To be fair, the kobold deserved it.
The kobold did deserve it a little bit. It takes Veritas a little longer than usual to put on his armor this morning.
Okay. Oh, all right. So Sally, having already finished putting on hers, has walked over and then says, "Oh, oops, sorry," and then waits for him. You need a hand?
I've got it. I've got it, Sally. Thank you.
Can Anila cook breakfast if we're taking the what do you call it, the dawn shift?
Yeah, you can cook some breakfast. So that way it's ready for when people wake up. Give me a survival roll.
Okay, and then I'm gonna throw that good berry thing to it, so
Okay.
everyone can get all the nutrition they need. What do you call it? Survival. Hopefully this. Oh, that 6 came out of nowhere. Darn it.
Yep, you have breakfast ready. Everybody's if they choose to eat, they can eat.
I don't have. I can't roll right now. I don't have roll 20 on right now. So if someone could roll for me,
Yeah, I can do that.
yeah, +2.
I was just gonna roll it off your sheet. Also, it's +3 now.
Ah.
Wait, no, it's just straight at +3.
What's unfortunate? Dead's bad luck killed you because it's a 4. You got a 1.
Oh no.
Yeah,
All
somebody
right.
else can roll for next time.
Seems perfectly fine to you. It does take him a little longer.
Yep. So, can she talk to him when he's done?
Of course. Beal. He probably slept weird or struggled in his sleep again, and this time he wasn't on something to keep him still and didn't have a bag. He's probably hurt himself in his sleep.
Beal's just gonna walk over to Viritus, look him up and down.
Okay, you roll perception. Looks fine.
Oh no.
Hey, Viri.
Mm,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dumb are you?
I usually sit somewhere around 7. All right, you do that. Unnecessarily heal, and he'll start to. How do I put this? This is the fun thing. You do that, and you don't see much change.
Okay. Sally looks a little concerned.
He just pats Bill on the head, and he's gonna pretend to be better. So I'm gonna roll a deception. Yep. I don't have advantage to 17. He is 100% pretending the spell has had some kind of effect. I don't think anybody else gets it naturally, so everybody else thinks it's fine, but Beal, you know.
Sally thinks to herself to be more perceptive of when Veritas is getting up from right now on, because she's getting that something's off but not quite getting it. So maybe next time she get it. Yeah, but for now, like, she did have an ask, a minor ask of Veritas. Oh, she was about to say it, and it glances at Beal. Does he take the hint? Does she take the hint?
She's just looking between the two. She's not
Ah.
saying anything, she's just watching.
Beal, I think she wants this to be private.
No, I mean, Bill can stay. This is not like something it's not a private matter. It's just that I don't want this getting out to the whole camp while Jason's still here. Um, she sighs and then she says, "So I was wondering if you could do me a little favor this morning. Um, I'm going to be distracting Jason this morning, so he's not going to be within hearing distance of the camp. Can you find out from Octavia what happened to Jason's father, whether she's already killed him? And if not, was there a chance that she could extend her influence in Ironwood to maybe still save his life?" I was waiting to see if Jason brought that up, but he hasn't so far. I don't know why. I think maybe he's too afraid to ask.
He does seem cowardly about the weirdest things.
I wouldn't call that like being cowardly. I think he's just a little too responsible. You know, if he finds out something, then he has to act on it. That's why he's cautious about looking into things, I think. Maybe.
I'll ask Octavia and see what is going on with that. I also had another idea. We don't intend on killing her. Correct? That's
No.
But
The option is still on the table.
we need them to get a hold of their brother to meet us secretly. But we are being too scared to let her go to just tell him to meet us someplace because we're afraid they're going to backstab us, yes?
Yep.
Right. So if you were to let me have that sending stone, I have an idea. I've put together a little rhyme about the potion shop that if her brother has 2 brain cells between him and can figure it out, we could probably get him to meet us there. It's neutral territory. There's no way anybody else would figure it out if they're not from the area.
I have a problem with that.
What would that be?
If Octavius is a massive dick and doesn't want to redeem himself, he would just have his people ready to burn down the place.
Then we'd just be ready to kill his sister. Which he does care about.
I would like to. Have we told them of discussions?
Oh, geez, Zulfra, how'd you get here?
Zulfra's been here the whole time, Beal.
We're in the same cave.
Alright, so off to distract Jason now so that he doesn't come over here and find out too. Alright? Depending on price. And she takes out the sending stone from her pocket and hands it to Veritas.
He just kind of paused.
And it
In my defense, I breathed directly into Octavia's ear for several hours.
Why?
She wasn't asleep.
Understandable then.
Okay.
I can accept you when you're weird.
Right then.
Shakes it.
But have you told them as of yet of discussion that we had individual?
Oh, well, Sally knows, Bill knows, you know, I know. I don't think we've told Anila or Jason or Barnaby.
Well, we should be telling my sister and Barnaby. I'll glance. Is Barnaby still here? Or have they gone wandering?
Barnaby's just like chilling in the back of the cave. Just sitting there.
And Barnaby should be informed as well.
Okay.
Gather everyone up and have a group talk.
If you guys want to do that, I'll take Octavia off to the side. So that way Jason's sufficiently distracted.
Whoa, that's a lot.
You should not
Natural
be rolling
one,
any kind of
natural one.
skills. You should not roll any skills tonight, buddy. Jesus.
Well, there's a crit there. So it's not complete.
There's 4
shit.
crits there. Just so happens that 3 of them are red.
Anyways.
Mm.
Never understand why you do that. Anyways, how is Sally going to distract Jason?
Kiss him directly on the lips.
That would certainly work.
I keep thinking that Jason is like family, so that just creeped me out for a moment there. Like, wait a minute, isn't that the brother? But no, it's someone else.
That's Hakeem.
This is
Also-
literally just like a random guard that fell for Sally.
Kinda. Also, Stacy.
This is just a random guard that Sally pulled out.
There's a friend.
Anyways,
Yeah, also, I want to make this statement. What is up with Bill trying to ship everybody with everybody?
Hey, not
Anyways.
Has to
everybody.
have her best time.
anyways.
Mhm.
Are you doing anything specific to distract Jason, or are you just, chatting?
I do have something in mind, but give me a second. Proceed with that first.
Okay, we'll start with the entire group.
Well,
Yep.
go
So
ahead.
basically,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
okay, so the rest of the group that is not Veritas or Sally or Jason, y'all need to have a talk. Y'all have the space to do that.
Well then, go ahead and inform them of the discussion we had.
So when the chicken crossed the road,
Not that discussion. I'll glance over to our blue quiet friend. Everything's still working in there?
he's gone. He had to step away.
Oh. Of course he did.
Also, he was gonna go talk to Octavia.
Yeah.
So, simple enough. While the group was asleep, we decided to speak to Octavia. Have a conversation, just the two of them. It was noticed that she wasn't quite sleeping, so it was prime time to just ask some questions, try and fill in the gaps. Through the conversation, we found out that she's not in quite good terms with the group that she's in, and was actually quite happy to cut some heads to remove some issues. Would rather be out of this frozen hellscape she's sent. We got to a point where we've got to see some eye to eye as we have a similar objective. We want the heat off our shoulders and our freedom, and she wants freedom to return and deal with those off her shoulders. Effectively, we cut off the head of the snake that's pressuring both of us, working together effectively, then we just get off each other's backs as we no longer need each other. Now, Virtus would have probably put this whole thing in a heart-to-heart, we came to terms, made friendships and all that nonsense. But a simple fact, we made a deal. to work together to deal with our mutual problems. However, we also came to terms that they're constantly being monitored. Even their scrying stone is constantly being monitored, so anything we say over that will be heard by those that are commanding her brother and ruling over them. So anything that you said, Sally, to the brother would have been heard. I'm still not entirely sure on what exactly you said. Oh, wait, she went to talk to Jason, I forgot.
I mean, I don't remember, but Julius Caesar might.
Generally, we're needing to think of a place to go that we can have a talk with the siblings to work out our next action, our next plan without drawing attention. The place they could think of was a place that would be highly dangerous to go and foolhardy, which would be Shield Haven, the homeland of the vampire ilk where the majority of them dwell.
Wait, to where?
Shield Haven. That's the place she suggested. That seemed like a dead end to me. The issue is we're not entirely sure where to go where they don't have their fingers guiding or at least monitoring the place. Even that tavern we were in before was run by this organization. So we do need to figure out the exact place to go.
Oh.
Now, Vertius was meant to be here to have some thoughts on this, but they're gone wandering off.
If you can hear me, correction. You were completely told to stay away from that place because vampires.
No, we asked if there was a place we could go where they aren't monitored. That's
Yeah.
Shield Haven.
Shield Haven is the
then-
place that's not monitored because vampires.
Yeah, and I did inform them of the vampires. I did bring that up in the conversation.
Yeah, no,
I
Mm.
I believe we should operate on with the understanding that once we're in a city, we are being watched.
Exactly. Which is making me think we need to find a ruin of some sort if we ever want to actually have a discussion.
Or just
but
be away
were-
from the city.
we
Find someplace
when we
truly private. But sorry, Barnaby.
the whole trip from Freehold to the place we were going was the ruin where the bandits were. That's where we were going. We could just keep going there.
Well, the issue is that place, from what I understand, is part of the group that just attacked us. It's a place they've already have connections to.
Maybe we should just.
They were bandits. They were not part of an organization. Besides,
Maybe we should just cause trouble for them and then fuck,
okay, well,
fuck around
as
and
far
find
as-
out.
as far as we know, anywhere we go is gonna be pretty much secured or known about this organization. The ruins, even if the bandits are there, I guess we can just do what we're gonna do anyway. Try to get them to work for us. You know, once Octavia, the employer, is here and tells them, but we're good.
Let me re-verify. The one that employed them wasn't Octavia, it was the one above them. Octavia was sent here to guide and monitor. The fact that there's been no word from Octavia will likely inform those that sent the mission that something strange is going on. which will connect the dots, and they'll likely send others to
But
find out what's happened.
do we know that? Hmm? Do we know
We
that
do.
for sure?
We've been informed that they were hired.
Right.
A
Like
correction.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Gary, out of
You really should
character.
have uploaded that last video there, James.
It's not in the last video. It's 4 videos ago. Gary, those letters are signed by Octavius. They were hired. They're not a part of the organization. They're just some random bandits that were told to look out for us.
Yeah.
We have it in letters.
But isn't the ones that just attacked as part of that group?
No.
No,
No,
we
the
killed
ones
them
that-
all.
Yeah, we
The ones
killed,
that
yeah,
just attacked us were Ironwood
guards.
militia and guard. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they have nothing to do with
And-
people in the ruins.
Plus, we just slaughtered them to a T.
Yeah, we killed every single.
None
one
of
those
them
bandits.
escaped.
Yeah, none of them. We got all of them.
The
except
one
for
in
their leader.
by this west, yeah, one to the west of Skaven. You know, if they had a force that were out doing a thing, they would have gone back and said, "Oh, our people are dead." You know, and then seen, okay, well, the people are back, plus the person who hired us, as then we could work something out at least there.
Yeah, if there's anybody left alive there at that place, they're the remnants
Okay,
of
but-
a random bandit place.
For what I understood, this was just another part of that group. I didn't realize they were the
Yeah.
Iron.
Yeah, no.
So
I think
since we can just negate that conversation.
we know where their hideout is, right?
We went there to hide from. No, yes.
No.
No, not the bandits, the assholes in Ironwood.
I'm not too sure on that one. Sally, do we know that location?
She went off to talk to.
Well, I thought you did as well, but you're still here.
Yeah, but this is James, not Veritas.
Yeah,
I was just clearing things up that
This
you
is-
would know.
yeah.
I'll go back to being mute.
Sally did tell us where it was. Not Sally. Octavia. I think we have to. With what Veritas was saying, we have to get back to the capital. We have to collect our resident crazy person. I know that's a very long list, but you know the one I'm talking about.
The one
We
we
have-
rescued.
Yes. We have to find your peoples, Ulfra, because
Oh, that's not going to be an issue.
oh, that's good.
They've been butchered. If there's any remnants left, they're going to be a small number.
Oh,
I just thumb over to Octavia. At least from what she's informed me of.
oh.
What?
Maybe this would have been information to share at the time of learning.
Well, people were asleep right then.
Oh.
Yeah, you
I
can
like-
wake me up next time. That's some heavy stuff.
It is. But again, we're not entirely sure who may have survived. I can picture that our father and the shaman may have been one of the numbers to survive. As apparently, there's a large force sent after them once they've grabbed us, as the rest were no longer needed. But they don't know exactly what happened from that point. So, there's a good chance there's some survivors out there. Just it isn't the large roving war band it once was.
Interesting. Okay.
Were you two not particularly fond of your people?
Fond of the traditions and the beliefs, yes. Fond of the individuals themselves,
Not particularly.
I
Oh,
just wanted to take my father's head for myself.
oh,
They weren't the nicest and greatest of people, but the traditions were nice.
And they are kings still. But the thing with our kin, if you show weakness, you get eaten, so.
what?
If they were that weak they got felled for people trying to take us, the youngest, then that's just a show of weakness right there. But we'll have to see, as I said. The strongest most likely survived. And are likely roaming, gathering up strength again somewhere in these lands.
You know, the fact if you two are the youngest of your tribe, that just tells me that your tribe really doesn't have the best long-term survival strategy.
How old do you think we are?
I don't know, like 20?
Close. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm signing off now. Talk to you in an hour, okay?
Okay, see it.
Okay,
Right.
bye. Is that like a screaming child?
Yes.
Daycare.
Sounds like a child and like a deer combined. I was like, wait a minute. Not sure if that's an animal or a baby.
No, there's a child.
Right, well, that sucks about your tribe. Sorry. But, so we're gonna go to Scavern. Is another. Anything else about this conversation aside from where we're going? Scavern, blah, 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 then back to the
think-
ruins.
Yeah, honestly, it's the only things I can think of is we have to get off this continent for us to do. Because the things we need to kill are off the continent.
Well,
Well,
if we're
most-
going after the people that command this group, sure. Or if we just go to the people that are above Octavia in this area, that's a different matter entirely.
Well, we'll have to do that eventually, anyways, and odds are, given the nature of that city, they're probably in Scovencia.
I
Because-
wouldn't be surprised about that.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to bet, if they are in there, that whole magical thievish guild is a different organization. That's my bet, anyway. We don't have enough information.
It's likely not exactly the same, but it's very possible they're working together in some form. Whether it be they're just contracting out, or we
We don't have the information.
no
We can
that,
conjecture all day. Changes nothing that we don't have the information.
absolutely. That's for Viritus to talk to Octavius. We need to get that brother sister duo either on the same page as us, or at the very least, all the information they have.
The sister seems willing. From
The
multiple
sister
people,
does.
But that could also be because she's on the bad footing at the moment. The brother we can speak to if we can get them somewhere. Not inform the ruin that we're heading, for example. Though they already knew we were heading there by the sound of it.
No, they happened to the ambush on the road was a wild guess. They had assumed we would probably go that way because it's a well-traveled main route.
Yeah, it's like setting up an ambush on the main road between two cities.
Either
Yeah,
way,
there's dirt
Eventually,
paths.
someone will come along.
Yeah,
eventually, yes. But either way, their group will at least know where Octavia is, so they'll likely scout it eventually. So we need to speak to the brother as soon as possible to establish if we're working together or if we're going to have to deal with them either way.
yeah, I think Viridis is handling that. Isn't that right, Camatilt?
It's the situation is with the send zone and making
yes.
sure it's worded in a way that the information is given without alerting the higher up.
That's the hope.
Mhm.
So Viridis, you got that poem?
No. Hell no.
Oh,
I'm waiting on Dead to give me the fucking name of that place.
Which place?
The place specifically, the neutral
Potion shop.
shop.
It's just literally called Ye Old Potion Shop.
It. Oh god.
It was
How
in
are you
the
gonna?
chat?
How are you going to word that without
Nah,
revealing the location?
no
Ye
shit.
old potion shop. That is not something you can be subtle about.
I mean, if we had the name of a place, would it still make it less subtle? Oh, you know, the place that rhymes with schmeigeting, schmoigeting.
Yeah, but sometimes
Which
there's things that are named with things you can mix up. So the
Tinctures and
hint is
tallows
No, it's
of
fine.
the
It's fine. I
old
got it.
slime.
I've got it.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Also, just saying, Dead. Julius Caesar is a wonderful name, and you only hate it because you didn't come up with it yourself.
No, it's not.
It is perfectly Beal.
Julius Caesar is
Julius Caesar. Like
It's-
cheese.
it is a pun of Julius Caesar.
Yeah. That's the name of her stuffed mouse. That
Maybe
she's
could I just come to
talked to.
life one day and start a rebellion?
She's talked to that mouse a few times now.
It's talked back, I know. At
Well,
least in Belgrade.
in her imagination it does.
Done. Got it.
The
Right.
warlock inside of her is speaking through the rat.
The warlock inside of the rat. Here you
There-
go.
There's not a demon in the rat, it's fine.
No, that's in the axe. Anywho,
Effectively though,
yep.
once we figured out all of this, we can have this conversation and move on to the next step. Before we move forward on that, we really need to settle what's happening in the moment.
Yes,
Planning
I think the
ahead is
pen
going
should
to
shift
drastically
to
change.
the individual that has the poem ready.
Yes.
Right. So I was told to talk to Octavia first.
I mean, she's just sitting over there, just looks sleep deprived. She does not seem happy at the moment.
Yeah, no. She's still tied up.
Yes. It doesn't take much to realize she's just given up on trying to get free of those.
Yeah. I just look at the others who are talking over in the corner. I'm cutting the binds to Octavia. I'm gonna untie her. If she's gonna run, she's gonna run. But I mean, honestly, Barnaby, you can shoot her in the back quickly, right?
if need be.
Thumbs up. I just untie Octavia.
As you untie her, just rubs her wrists. Have a handful of people to go sleep now.
Mhm.
What the fuck do you want?
I think I figured out where I'm going to ask your brother to meet up. And we're going to return you to him. But we want to be able to talk to him and come up with a plan to kill the people currently shoving their hands so far up your ass to treat you both like puppets that they can't do that anymore.
She wants to say something, but the sleep deprivation clearly keeps her from doing that.
The sleep deprivation?
Yes. Should have got
Yeah,
her to
'cause-
sleep.
Good stuff, Beal and Anila.
It's
No, mostly
hard
she
to-
did herself.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's true.
That's fair.
And it's kind of
Like,
hard
she's-
to sleep with someone actively breathing in your ear.
No.
She was
No,
stayed
she's
awake for
different.
the first 2 hours because of us. Because we kept her awake for questioning and carried her outside. Next hours, she couldn't sleep probably
Mhm.
out of nervousness and attempted to escape, which Barnaby stopped. And finally, she's kept awake by
Trying to
that-
escape.
That poor fucker. Right, but just...
She deserves it.
She does, badly, but also Veritas has pity in his soul.
Anyhow,
Anywho, just... Right, well, away from that, two things. One, how smart do you think your brother is?
smarter than you, that's for damn sure.
Not a high bar. Right. In that case, two. Is Jason's dad still alive?
Kind of shrugs. We haven't found him yet. He could be frozen to death. He could be alive. I don't know.
So you guys don't know where he is.
Yeah, people tracking him, but no, we don't.
Huh. Clever. Alright, good enough for me. Insight.
Okay. Roll.
It's gonna go bad. Yeet. 3. Could be telling the truth, could not
Yep.
be. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you really don't know.
That's fine. I'll choose to believe her. She's got no reason to lie. Right. Good to hear. 2. Does your brother like poems?
Shrugs.
Good enough for me, I guess. Right. Just grabs the sending stone and just out loud. Potions brewed of portions two, brothers and sisters naturally brew. A deal is struck, but not out of luck, a potion to save your sister's grave.
You guys get a response back. Remind me to stab you later.
Auntie, no, you are not sleeping in our bed tonight. You are sleeping in
You're
your
just
bed.
mad I'm clever. And then I give the sending stone back to the sister.
She takes it, nods.
Not gonna lie, that took me longer than it should have. I'll put the actual thing in. I guess that bit would probably be loud enough for the fucking trio of survival fucking passive perception assholes to just hear the poem. So I'll just post it.
Yeah. Nah, not hard.
Got all the information that I needed out in a clever way that isn't straightforward. I did my
Yeah, cool.
best. Right. So, potion shop? He shrugs.
Shop of potions. The
So,
kindest potions.
yeah,
The meanest
any,
potions.
got some?
No, I'm just actively going insane.
No, Drake.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yep, no, let's get going. By the way, how long, Octavia, how long do you think it'll take we're going to escape Fence, aren't we? Just want to make sure we're still going in that direction.
Like, if you want to get to the potion shop, that's going to be about 154 miles from where you're at.
Oh, lovely. So it'll take more than 2 days. Congratulations, Octavia! It will take more than 2 days, which means a deal.
It's going to be about 9 days, 9.6 days. So you'll be arriving in the evening. Right? Yeah,
He
sounds
just
about right.
he just smiles at Octavia like, and that kind of knowing, oh, good, you have to keep your promise that you made.
I'm trying to remember what the promise that was. The promise of giving you somebody to
Uh,
kill, or
partly of giving it something to kill, but she promised like if she survived the next 48 hours, that neither her nor her brother nor any of her associates or underlings would cause harm to Barnaby. She could not promise anything about the one person, the boss, but everyone else she knows and works for and works with would not harm Barnaby. And it was specifically for Barnaby. The rest of the group was not included.
I mean, you're taking a chaotic evil person at their word, but okay.
I mean, I did Insider, and
Yeah, she meant it at the time is the worst thing I can say about chaotic evil characters.
yeah.
The
But she
yes.
also saw what he was capable of at night.
Yeah. Yes.
But there's been multiple deals made with this group now. There's like 3 different deals she's agreed to.
I mean, she doesn't really. Hey, you know that saying of "there's a deal you can't refuse." That's
Well, in her
literally
pos-
actually true.
Yeah, in this position, she can't say no to us. She'll die if she does.
Yeah, so we'll get our asses moving, I guess.
Yep.
By the way,
Eventually,
oh, sorry. I was gonna give Anila that rundown real quick. Let's see, when did you leave? You literally didn't miss anything except for Veritas doing the thing that I posted in the chat. So never mind, you're good.
eventually, Jason, and Sally will come back. Jason has a pack and a new sword. As whatever sword he had can have it back.
Yoink.
I think it might have been Barnaby's. I don't know.
Oh, was it Barnaby's or was it? I mean, I don't need it if it was Barnaby's. Just give it back to Barnaby.
It was a short sword.
Yeah, I got the fucking axe. But even if it was mine, I don't need it.
Yeah, Barnaby gave Jason the short sword.
I gave him the
Yep,
armor.
you can have that back. Yep. Which you'll be eventually getting back.
I
Hey,
don't need it.
Barnaby. I got a question for you.
Yes, Bill.
What's your favorite food?
As y'all are walking.
Hold on, what was that, Dad?
I was just saying, as y'all are walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Then, favorite food? I didn't really have any particular favorites. Why?
I don't know. I just figured I'll ask.
Oh, by the way, Bill, I've been meaning to have a little one-on-one. Well, granted, we can't really do one-on-one in these particular moments, but if we just walk a little over here, just trying to guide Bill sort of like several feet away from the group. So not super far, but just enough for a private conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bill, little Bill, I just wanted to apologize. We've been threatening to take away your little rock that had, the perfectly round one. I've never actually meant to take it back. I just said so, it would agree to do whatever thing we needed you to do at the time. But I promise I'll stop making those little threats.
I never took any of that seriously.
That's good.
It's just the sound of disappointment.
Yeah, that was pure disappointment. Like, I wanted you to be afraid. That sucked.
Oh, just the bird going, oh, but in the worst
Well-
way.
Well, that's good. That's good. Now go back to Papa.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Veritas. Your dad, Papa.
He's in fairness has not been quiet about that.
Okay. Anyhow, y'all are able to get loaded
What
up.
if I don't want to?
Then I'll steal you.
Okay. I'll let's see you try, funny man.
He's going to just gently, slowly reach down to grab her with one hand.
She just takes a few steps back.
He's going to attempt to actually grab her. Would this be in athletics to attempt to grab?
Yep, athletics, acrobatics or athletics for escape. Standard grapple. Might roll worse. No. It's the
Well,
skill.
aren't you slippery? And here I was going to see if we could fit into this empty quiver.
Maybe.
Well, if you decide you want to, just ask.
I really don't.
Oh, well.
Doesn't look comfortable.
And I'm sure we could put some cloth in there, a little blankie or something.
I will not be a tactical assault kobold. I'm a backpack kobold, and I have self-respect.
Well, one of those is true. And then he's just gonna fly to the air.
So
Just looks so insulted.
That was probably the best comeback anybody's had to fucking Beal this entire campaign. Beal dishing out harsh punishment in all of the insults and fucking cleverness, and just Barnaby casually, "No, you," and then flies away.
anyhow. So y'all are able to get on the sleds. First off, who's taking Octavia?
I'll offer.
Giggity. I guess Barnaby would.
Okay. Okay. So where is the rest of everybody going? I'm assuming Anila's driving one.
Barnaby would have to be driving the other.
Yep.
I can't drive. My feet don't touch
Yep.
the pedals.
So it's great. James, where are you going?
Eeny, meeny, miny, Barnaby.
I'm assuming by extension, Beal's going on that one.
Sure.
In the
Okay,
She'll
that one's
tattle on Barnaby.
it just Veritas is just like, "Oh, come on, Beal, that's kind of funny."
I mean, it is, but I don't want to say it out loud.
I know, but think about using it on someone else later.
Anyhow, so that basically means Sally, Jason, and Zolf are on sled 2, right?
Yep.
Hey! Don't know why I said it like that.
Because your
Okay.
brain is mush.
Yeah, it is. So as y'all are taking off, I'm still violently curious as to what Sally was going to say, but
You'll find out.
yep. Y'all make your way. Do we just want to do a quick time skip, see if there's an encounter on the 5th day, or
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm completely fine with it. I don't have anything particular to do with any of the other characters. I'm just gonna roll some things and let you, Dead, tell how Veritas be doing.
let's see, is there going to be an encounter?
I will say this much. One of the nights, Veritas, Beal just lays down on, like, your chest, kind of like a cat would, and sleeps there.
Oh, that's adorable. And you said 5 days.
Well, it's going to be 9 days, but that's assuming but the 5 days was assuming that we, do our every 5 days
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and do that because the first time is pretty all right.
So, again, do we want to just time skip all the way, or does anybody have any shenanigans for that 5th day or anything for that?
Nope, I got nothing.
Nope.
Yeah, it says Anila is voting for it because I thought she might want to talk about what's going on. But she's probably still processing everything.
Okay. So about 9 days ahead. You move through the forests. Eventually Jason gets an armor swap, and Veritas, you get your armor back. His armor looks a lot more, just pieced together than, say, a normal set of armor, but it seems to hold firm. It does not take that long to put on either.
Squint.
Aside from that, you make your way through the forest, beautiful open tracks of forest and snow, and they eventually make it out to the Snow Friesta, where, thankfully the hills are a bit more. The path you were taking is a bit more nicer this time, so you have some air, some windbreaks and all that. Eventually, make it back to the fjord where Skaverncia is settled in. You make your way down. Eventually, you make your way to the gates, where you still see that long queue of people, snow falling from the skies, and generally just the same weather, climate, and all that you remember from last being here. I'm assuming you proceed inside.
There's no reason not to.
I hate this continent.
I'm not a fan of it either. What are you
Anyhow.
talking about, Beal? It's so ice outside.
Go to jail for the pun.
Anyhow, so do you guys go ahead and make your way straight to the potion shop, or do you try to go get a room?
Straight to potion shop. Why would we try to get a room?
Okay.
We ain't staying here.
I mean,
Well-
it is evening, so you won't be able to get to your place of staying before nightfall.
And we probably should get, like, something better than the vampire horse deer.
who for 9 days straight you have been feeding a rabbit.
Mm-hmm. Like dogs or something a little bit more suited to it.
And then maybe actually put this one down. But anyways. Yeah. As you make your way around the streets, there's a lot of talk, that sort of thing. New thing you find is a wanted poster, or a wanted billboard, as you pass the Capitol building.
Ooh, what's on it?
You can see a list of bounties for, tieflings, humans. A variety of
look.
races.
Oh, look, they're racist.
Are there any particular people they're looking for?
Some of the things that you see are, some of them are things like theft, murder, that sort of thing. Other things you find are a bit more, strenuous, like dereliction of duty, failing to meet quota.
But we're not on the board.
As you look, everybody except for one notable person is on the board. And the person you see is Sally.
The person we do see?
And the one person you do see that you recognize is Sally, with just the rhyme of abandonment of post and the bounty of 1 gold.
Oh, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Like, damn.
That's a lot
For
of
a
money
commoner.
here.
Yeah.
Bill, we should probably turn Sally in. Look, she's worth a whole gold piece.
I'm agreement here. That could definitely work for
It-
you with those worthless coins. Yes.
We really could, honestly. Like, every little bit counts.
Barnaby is actually going to take down Sally's picture.
Yep.
Thumbs up. I was about to do the same. Smart man.
Didn't. Sure, you three were.
Yeah, you do see some people that did pass it, look at the image, look at Sally, look back at the image, and just shrug.
Yeah. Sally, surrounded by 2 Goliaths, a tiefling in fucking half plate, a tiny little kobold, and what I would like to describe as an owl from hell.
Yeah. Well, this might add a bit more context. You see one of their faces as well, and with the tag of failure to meet quota, with a price of 5 silver. None of these are actually, worth much except for, the actual crimes of like theft, murder.
Didn't vote. A crime punishable by execution.
No. No, get out of here.
Man,
Anyways.
it's just bonkers.
No.
Yes. Anywho.
Eventually you make your...
Sorry.
You wind through the streets a bit more until eventually you arrive to the familiar sign of Ye Old Potion Shop. Do you wander in?
Safest place, the most neutral ground.
Yep. As you make your way in, there's a ringing of a bell, and then you see the same woman that you talked to just pop up. Oh, welcome back. Did you try out those potions that I gave you?
No.
We still have them, but we've not had the chance to take them yet.
She just blinks.
Some interesting things have happened, and we need a neutral place to meet with somebody important.
I think I know who you're talking about. He has not left for almost 10 days.
He's been here. How'd he get here faster than us?
10 days. Don't ask me. I
Alright.
don't know.
Is he
Your one
here?
friend also has been here. He's here right now, yes. He just sat up a bed.
Kind of respect the dedication, honestly. You know what? No, that's fine. We need to
That
have
sounds like a
conversation.
thing you would do.
Kind of does, doesn't it? Alright. We do need to talk to him. And you said our other friend is here, too?
I'm not here at the moment, but she's been coming around every so often. Probably
Good.
staying over at the inn.
We're gonna have to retrieve her, but we probably don't want to go by the inn.
I could send for her.
Thank you.
You're making this person way more active.
At least not that inn.
Gives a thumbs up.
How do you feel about overnight guests?
Please no, I have too many of them already.
I vote we
There's been a swarm of refugees too, so
how would you like us to sweep your floor for you?
Beal, I'm gonna pay them 50 gold pieces if they agree.
Oh, yeah,
well, in that case, yes, fine. That it's gonna be a bit crowded though. Just a warning.
It's
But
safer
money.
here, Beal. Safety over cash. We've always been over that.
money.
I know. We'll get more.
Anyways, person is this way.
Thank you.
I'll send someone to go get your friend.
Thank you.
What's the name of the person that's just kind of set up shop in your house?
He refuses to give me a name.
What does he look like?
You'll find out for yourself. As she just opens the door.
Do we see Octavius?
If I remember correctly, there's a flight of stairs that you need to walk down.
Oh, right. I guess we're doing that first. Sorry.
Yep. So, I need to know if you refused or go in.
Of course I'm
We
going
go
in. We're bringing the sister with us.
Yep.
What's the likelihood that this is a trap?
In neutral
Are you? So I have to ask, where are you positioning Octavia? Front, back, middle?
Middle would be the best position.
Middle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's in the middle of the sandwich.
It's a very large sandwich. Much condiments.
Barnaby's gonna be at the back of the group.
So as soon as he walks in, he just fucking disappears.
Yep. Anyhow. Yep, you all go in. And as you make your way down, you eventually just see a young man sitting at a chair, sitting at a desk and chair, going through a few notes as he just kind of looks up. Scraggly beard, unkempt hair, appears to have not had some sleep in a few days. Just and the moment he sees Octavia, just immediately gets up, starts to run over. Does anybody try to stop him? And
I move out the way.
Octavia seems. I'm sorry?
I move out the way.
Okay. And Octavia tries to run forward too. Anybody try to stop either?
Yes, in the most kobold way possible.
You're gonna trip her.
I'm gonna punch him in the dick.
Whoa, what?
Are you being serious?
Just like hold out an arm, you know?
Oh my god, you're evil and I respect it.
Roll an attack roll.
I don't expect it to work, but you know.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. If anything, you can get kicked over.
I pick and dust Beal off. Karma.
I deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah, as the two just kind of hug for a moment, there's some conversation going on in a language you do not understand.
Oh yeah? What language is it?
The language you don't understand.
I mean, some of us know languages that we might understand.
Y'all are evil, you know this, right?
Yeah.
What?
No, there's just a general conversation of, are you hurt? No. But they did hurt my pride.
Oh, I was just saying, like, what language is it? Like, I didn't
Yeah,
need to know,
like-
but you know,
Elvish, because apparently that's the only two that they
I think.
Yeah,
I,
sure.
Barnaby speaks it,
think I might also.
so Barnaby does understand.
I'm going to pretend to not understand. Not my problem.
Beal pretends to understand. She doesn't actually speak Elvish.
Yeah, Bill's great. Just Ryan. I'm glad that you're happy that she's safe, but we have very, 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 very interesting conversations to have. You know, considering that
Yes.
the ballistas and hired mercenaries
Yep.
and pulled from a boat and
Well, me, as he kind of just pulls Octavia off to the side, and there is, for those that understand Elvish, there is a very a very stern message. You do not talk until I say so. No. And then just kind of turns around. Somebody roll an insight. Yep. You get the sense that the dynamic is Octavia does what she wants, and her brother kind of just deals with it. But this is a situation where he cannot be dealing with it right now.
mm-hmm.
You said we could roll insight?
Yeah, if you want, roll insight.
7.
It's all right.
No, just heard a. Go ahead.
Sorry. I rolled a 15 inside. I just had it to fucking GM for some reason. I was letting Barnaby know.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's just general. Just yet wasn't a hard DC, especially with all the context you have.
Yeah.
As it kind of turns around, if you look behind you, Jason's also kind of positioned himself between Sally and the two.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Where to begin? Where to begin? Well, I suppose I shall start from the beginning.
Please.
I can sense you're looking at them, Octavia. No.
Mm-hmm.
Not that far.
Once upon a time, Io created the universe.
No.
Fair enough. Have a good day.
What a lovely conversation this is.
Yeah, sorry. My brain fried. So 6 months ago, we got you all here. But before that, he seems contemplative of something for a second. No, terrible idea. Sorry. 1 year ago, we got an order to collect all of you. Apparently, top priority. Got your files. Yes, we have files on you. As he just holds up a bundle of papers, folded or tucked into just what above it will be manila folders.
Mm-hmm. Veritas will hold out his hand.
Yep. It says all 6 of you. I don't have Jason's because what do you think we are? Rich, we don't have paper here. We write everything on stones.
I just like this place immensely.
Anyhow. Got your files, we started looking into everything. At least this one had some interesting comments. And as everything gets passed around, it is basically not necessarily word for word, but a lot of it is stuff that has happened in your life, both personal and public, with the exception of Barbie. Octavia wasn't kidding. It really is just one page.
Just like bare bones information.
Yeah, it's literally just where you're from, how old you are, description. That's it.
How much into detail does it go about my situation? Because we were a very hush-hush guild until I blew the whistle.
Not as much as you would think,
Mhm,
given how much apparently this group knows.
mhm.
But you get the sense that's not because lack of trying.
It's one of those situations
Sure.
where, of course, I have more than Barnaby because I'm a very not hush-hush person.
How far back does mine go, considering that there would have been no paper trail of kobold digging in dumpster?
Nope, there is every instance of you digging in a dumpster.
Wow.
Huh.
Even the first time.
Yes.
She was first kicked out of her tribe.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I like to think that the very first time, it's an incident report from one of the citizens saying that it was a raccoon.
God damn. Anyways.
Track.
Yeah. I didn't actually come up with that. What's in everybody's personal file. They exist. I had them written down, but yeah.
Yeah.
And 6 months ago, we started getting you all, starting with Kobold and Veritas.
The
I have a
kobold
name
has a
now.
name. Yeah, literally.
Bill.
Thank you.
Shit.
What's my full name, nerd?
We're not doing this right now. So 6 months ago, after planning everything out, we started getting word that people would start moving.
Mhm.
Starting with you two, pointing to Veritas and Beal. You were moved down here. We set up an ambush on the caravan that was taking you to Ironwood.
Mhm.
Then moving on to the Goliaths, we had to just kind of hit you all multiple times, and then once you were separated, that was. I still have bruises from that fight.
Mhm.
And then within a month of this all starting was Sally and Beal, or not Beal, Barnaby. Sally, well, you all know. I'm assuming by now you've learned how that went.
Poorly.
Just looks back at Octavia.
Mhm.
And Barnaby, I let Octavia handle, but kept me up to date. Set multiple traps, and then, none of them worked. So apparently just somebody whacked him with a frying pan.
I'm sorry. They did what?
They whacked him with a frying pan.
I looked at Barnaby.
That seems fitting, somehow.
I never would have suspected it.
The worst part is we had it. So now we move on to now. We are going to move you from prison because too many people. There were way too many eyes that could either see or hear what was going on.
Mhm.
And then, well, you all escaped.
Mhm.
And after that happened, we got a very strongly worded threat. I'm not going to call it a message, it was a threat. From our boss, to get you back or face the consequences.
Right. Okay. I understand that. Why were we gathered together in the first fucking place? The rest of it I've kind of put together already a little bit. The frying pan's information that I desperately needed. Thank you for that. Why? For what purpose?
I know very little of it, and all I know is it's called the Great Plan. Apparently, it needed 6 specific individuals.
Mhm.
And when I say specific, I mean points to the
Files.
files.
Yeah.
Very specific.
It's so weird.
It's very weird. You do realize this, right?
Yes.
And the fact that you don't know doesn't lead much credence into this meeting. Like, I understand that this has got to be frustrating for you, but you do realize from the perspective that we have, you're two crazy psychotic people who go around murdering civilians, one of them for the fun of it, and the other because they're a part of some fucking organization. And we let your sister live and brought her back to you out of the goodness of our hearts. Some of us by coercion or deal making, but at least 2 of us by the goodness of our hearts. And I understand the situation you've been in, thanks to a specific someone who is glaring at me from the corner, I'm sure. And I can say it's not great. You guys were in a shitty place, but you don't have anything else to give us other than here's the files about your life that tells you how fucking serious these people are, and they were gathering you very specifically, which we already kind of figured out.
He puts a finger up. Wasn't quite done yet.
Okay.
So, anyways, fast forward. Yeah, the ambush was just kind of a way to get you all together towards where, you know, you were forced to move to a place that, you had no reason to trust, which, I'll go into the specifics of that later. When we initially got you, there was some discrepancies that me and Octavia noticed. Notably, that we were to hold you, then then our boss would come by, collect you, wipe your memories of certain events, namely how you got there, um, where you were at, if you had any knowledge of that to begin with, assuming you weren't native to the continent, which I don't think that part worked. And then they were going to drop you back off with us, supposedly to test.
Mm-hmm. They were gonna fucking mind
Yeah.
wipe us.
Sorry, could you repeat that real quick? I think that was quiet.
Sorry. They were going to mind wipe us.
They did.
And they were testing what? A forget me spell? Or they
No,
just
specifically, we were looking into permanent plane-to-plane travel. Oh, yes. Bit of important information. This is a continent that you could just technically travel to by ship, but this is also another plane of existence. Specifically, it's the elemental plane of air.
Is that why it's so windy all the time?
so fucking
Windy, cold.
yeah, miserable. Okay. Alright, so they were trying to figure out how to transport between planes so we could just go back to the mainland?
Yes, and that was still part of our project, irregardless. Ran the numbers. There was a chance it could have worked. Put it into practice. Went horribly.
Are we
Goop was
stuck here
everywhere.
because of magic? Oh no.
Anyways,
Right. But what? That doesn't make sense. Why us to test this interplanar travel? What did they just gather a bunch of nobodies? Nobody would admit.
oh, be cut out.
No, he stops mid sentence and just sits there and just looks down at the files. We don't have any family that would notice if we were gone. Barnaby, do you have anybody that would have noticed if you were gone?
Nope.
Sally.
Not to one.
Sally had her brother, but her brother's already under their thumb. And Zolfra and Anila, they just kind of wiped out their tribe, so I don't know.
I mean, we have not as effective as we'd like. There's still remnants. One that they'll be very pleased to hear is still alive. Or at least one of them will be.
Is it the
But that's for
dad?
later. Yes.
God dang it.
Okay, so. Right.
Anyways.
And what? You want us to come back willingly and work with you to get off this fucking place? And after everything we learned, after how this place is treated, the fact that this place is god fucking forsaken, the suffering of these people, the way that you treat individuals who are under your care, you expect us to just come with you willingly and do the damn job.
Not that job. We've done some work into it. But what I primarily wanted this to happen, might have wanted this to happen to begin with. This place is going to die. No matter how you hack it, it will freeze over. Everybody on the surface will die. Probably everybody in the Underdark too. Are you familiar? I don't know why I'm asking. Are you familiar with the concept of absolute zero?
Yes, it's a magical anomaly.
I did it once before I learned. I'm a rogue.
No, you're not.
I just pat Bill on the head. Right. Yes, I'm familiar with the concept of really fucking cold.
Not really fucking cold. The point at which everything will freeze, the oceans, the stone, the people.
The very air around us, I'm aware.
There is a phenomenon that happens every so often called, just to put into simple translation, it's called the Great Winter. Lasts anywhere from a year to 10 years. It has wiped out civilizations on the surface before. And there is one coming.
And the Empire is just going to abandon every single person that's here, isn't there?
That's the chatter we're getting. The important people will get evacuated, of course, but...
Of course, they're important. They have money.
There's like 10 people on this continent, and at least 8 of them are sticking around.
Right. God fucking damn it, I'm so pissed off at nobility, it's not funny.
You should just really get someone that would actually do the job, right? On, like, some type of throne.
I'm confused on the extreme concern going on here. This is something that just happened. Normal.
No.
It's not. So the danger of this isn't that it happens normally, it's that this is going to be far more severe. It's going to last a lot longer time.
Then how are the? Then how do the Goliath tribes survive it?
They won't.
Oh,
How long ago was the last one?
Let's see here, by calculations, about 100 years.
Oh, that would explain it.
no, because even then, how did the tribes come back to the continent?
Boats.
Either if they stay on the surface, they freeze to death. If they get underground and deep enough, where magma starts to pool up, there's a chance that they would be safe.
Okay. Well, if they're native to here, and they've always been native to here, and they have like traditions, I'm assuming that they probably have done that for generations.
Yes.
All right, that makes sense.
And now they're dead.
And then let's look at the more immediate threat. There is someone actively coming down here, our boss, as he just points to himself and Octavia, to come and collect you guys.
Mhm.
Although, no, not collect, they're going to kill you, send your soul into hell, and then fish it back out when they're ready for you.
And they're done that.
Yeah. Fucking okay.
Should
And I
really
was
just set up a vacation home down there.
really should. Right. Okay. Fine. This person has to die. Understandable. Why? And I do have to stress this enough. Do you even fucking care? Other than us stealing your sister. Do you care for these people? Do you care for this continent? Why tell us any of this? What is your end game? Do you want to just survive on your own and go? Because I'm not leaving here without saving as many fucking people from this fucking hellscape as I can. Like, you do. I know Barnaby and the others are gonna just fucking leave. Whatever, I'll stay behind. I don't give a shit.
No, you're not.
Pat Beal. How would we even go about evacuating these people?
Well, if you want to evacuate people, there's really only way to do it by mass, and that's across the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
But travel by that is not simple. People get sent to this place to be trapped here, sometimes for generations.
Yeah.
It's why it's a penal colony.
Doesn't make it right. Look.
He just looks around the room. Any other comments?
There should be. We should punish those that send people here in the first place.
Okay.
You know, this does remind me. The shamans used to say how you lot were invaders back in the past.
Octavius just kind of shakes his head. Okay, fine. If we go about this, we have one method that might work. Problem is, well, no, you guys might be on board for it. There's a ship that you could steal, get out far enough. We can replicate the technology / magic that it uses to safely travel. It's all on other ships, and then the people who care can, use that to get people off the continent. Problem is, take a guess who we had to steal it from.
See.
Your boss. And I see nothing but upsides in this plan.
Yeah, no, seriously. You should have.
Horrific death.
I would rather die than be cold for any more longer. I hate this place so much. I feel my brain slowly freezing.
May I interject for one moment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Your boss, do they rely on dark vision to see in the dark?
Yeah, what is your boss?
They kind of just shrug, never really thought about it, although I'm assuming that's a yes.
Hmm.
I know they can see in the dark, I'm not sure by which means.
Hmm. Octavia, have you told your brother about my little trick? And just gives her, like, the creepiest smile.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Full of-
he's fucking invisible in the fucking dark. At that, Octavius just. He looks like he's about to facepalm, but thinks about it. Okay, that could be dangerous and helpful, but
Are there any, like, lights in this little, like, room we're in? I'm assuming we're to.
yes,
Uh,
there are dark spots too.
he's gonna, like, point and stick. So, can you see in the dark?
No.
No, you can't, unfortunately. I was going to put it on display. But yes, for those that rely on the dark, like Miss Octavia here, that dark spot over there, darkness is over there. I could walk in there, and she might be able to see the darkness there and other people here. But as soon as I step in there, I'm gone.
I thought
Like
you
a
two are
ghost.
bloodsuckers.
Beal, that's offensive.
I don't.
They're
care
not
about that.
lawyers.
Good joke. Good joke. Thank you, Barnaby. Yeah, oh.
Hmm.
Don't want to deal with those ever again.
Well, but yes, aside from that means of turning invisible, which is I can't turn off, by the way, I'm actually quite quiet. And I know how to traverse the wilderness and hunt. I know you didn't get much in these little things here, but I am a hunter and quite experienced. And as Octavia could tell you, that little ambush, I didn't quite keep count, but I do believe I killed quite a number of those men. Even the ones that tried to run.
Okay, first and foremost, please stop trying to sound like you're about to. Stop sounding horny.
That's not what I meant, you silly little goose.
Yeah, he doesn't turn it off. Look, you have your psychopath. He points towards Octavian's sister. We have ours. Fair's fair, right? Like, he's incredibly skilled.
He gave me a rock.
He's very kind, surprisingly. But dear God, can he fucking murder someone? Like, I have seen him put so many people into the dirt. If you want your boss dead, I'm not against a little fucking wasteland justice. Alright? I'm not some law-abiding citizen, because most of the laws that the fucking nobility put in place are completely designed to fuck over the peasants. We kill the fucker, we take his shit, and we save everyone. It's not complicated.
It doesn't sound complicated until you. First of all, they're not a person you want to fuck with,
Oh
let
my.
alone their own abilities. They have bodyguards. They even send shields down her spine. Just points back at Octavia.
We've been punching up since we got here.
They never encountered a rogue before.
No, they have, and have.
No, they never encountered, she points at herself, a rogue.
shakes head.
Yeah. I just continue to pat Bill on the head. Look, I understand it's not going to be easy, but it is straightforward. There's a difference between difficulty and simplicity. How long do we have until this great freeze?
Let's see here, running the math. As he just kind of pulls up a few things. And then that you do see paper.
Mhm.
Some of which is recent. So, the comment about,
This fucking
paper.
Morgoth paper, yeah.
Yeah.
He's full of shit.
Oh, yes, I know. I mean, paper is not cheap here, but also.
They live in the fucking forest. Paper is literally around them.
Yeah, that's literally the only reason they have paper.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see here. We're currently on day 41. Okay, that one got kicked off to the side because reasons. Oh shit, we're within 60 days of that. 41. Roughly before it starts, before it gets bad.
Before it gets bad enough that we all die. Starting would also be good, but I need to know the "you no longer survive here" day.
At which point that escape is only possible with player travel or
How we can get everybody the fuck off of here.
149 days, but it actually starts at 49 days.
So we have approximately half a year to get everybody off this fucking shithole.
Yes.
Okay, let's go murder your boss.
We're gonna need to plan around that. We're gonna have to start.
Let's get a militia.
That I like the sound of, but Bill, we're gonna need to get a little bit more. We're gonna need to be a little bit more before we can jump at this, I feel.
We need to get a reputation.
Go ahead.
I want to know more about your boss and where they are, what they're surrounded by. And he actually just steps forward and just tilts his head. I love a challenge.
He just
Terrifying.
kind of looks around. Oh, my fucking spray. They're a wizard of insane caliber. Throw in the fact that they may have made a pact with something that they should not have. And their own skills already are terrifying. Their bodyguards, on the other hand, they. How do I describe this? It's not so much their skills that are terrifying, it's their methods. If somebody is close to death, they don't kill them. They take something, string it around their neck, and slowly hang them, or break bones until they eventually succumb to their wounds. You get the point I'm trying to make, right? They do things. Once you are at death's door, they do it slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And he claps and he looks excited hearing all this. So, what are they like? Are they human? Do they wear a lot of armor?
Are they
Human,
cute?
elf, dwarf, whatever the fuck they can find. Armor, yes, a lot of it.
Well, I'm willing to bet I have something that none of them do. And he just extends his wings.
No, they carry around things like they can knock things down that fly. They're prepared for just about damn near anything.
But what if they can't see that thing?
What about
Or
a
if
ball of
it's
fire to the face?
They're prepared for that.
Oh,
if they
That's what they.
can't see it, and if it's too far away. let me think. Make things. By the way, Veritas, what's that insight for?
That was for the challenge, and I'm basically gauging Barnaby at this time.
Okay. Barnaby, the more he hears that like this encounter could be like a challenge, the more he welcomes it. He wants this. Almost like he's been a bit bored. And he's just kind of leaning, like almost like over the. If there's a desk, he's kind of leaning over it. Now, at night, Freddy, that relies on the natural sight to see in the dark. I'm invisible. If the surroundings are buildings or trees or both, I can hide behind them, stand on top of them, fly around in the air. I can see 150 feet in the dark, and I can shoot up to 600 feet. Granted, I'm half expecting you to let them know, but then again, we wouldn't be meeting like this. Oh, so many unknowns. Even if they do know this and that I'm coming, uh, knowing I'm coming and being able to stop me are two different things.
Well, first off, I don't plan to tell them much outside of what they absolutely need to know. Which leads me now to, as he turns back to Octavia. Anybody gonna comment before Octavia does?
Nope. I'm gonna let her. Let her say her piece.
Wait, no.
What do you mean no?
And then there's just some back and forth in Elvish. Until, it's just a general argument of, you're going with them. No. You're going with them. No. And finally explains himself. Look, I need somebody to keep an eye on them. And I can't exactly do that myself. I've got to start working on Plan C. I don't know how the hell I'm going to work on Plan C, but I need to work on Plan C now. So, you watch them. Keep me up to date.
Veritas's grin grows substantially as he hears this.
And they can understand us. God damn it, why did I not think about this? Fine, I will go with them. But if they humiliate me again, I'm going to bite one of them.
Runby's gonna look back at Veritas and see the grin. Can you understand them?
Just a nod.
Please. Your pride could be knocked down a notch or two.
What?
And he turns back.
Why
Go
would
ahead.
you give away you could understand them, Veritas? They would have talked a lot more if they thought they couldn't.
I couldn't help myself. It was fucking hilarious.
Also, he would have eventually remembered it, but
Yeah. It would
it's
be in
literally
the
right in your
files.
file.
Yeah, because specifically Veritas had to speak in Elvish at his trial, so
Yeah, Bill, you just get a middle finger from Octavia. Or Octavius. Octavia doesn't know what you're saying.
just the Veritas blinks. I understood the word rude and nothing else.
I say it a lot.
You do. Right, well then, we have our plans, we have our secret location to go to. I intend on hiring some folk and bringing some other friends to this place. Wouldn't
Oh.
happen to have any resources you could lose in the woods, would you?
No, not that we have that to spare. Also, I know it's never there. Never. Yeah. It was never discussed, or it was never answered.
Ask again.
Roughly within a month is when our boss gets here.
So we need to be ready in a month to fight this fucker and steal his shit.
I want to make sure my timing is correct. Because we're going based off the 30-day month.
Hmm.
Okay. A little bit over a month, but 34 days.
Just nods. Okay. So we need to go get stronger, hire more people, get a faction built up from nothing. Honestly, this is starting to sound kind of fun.
Oh, I can't believe I'm going to be suggesting this. If you want to recruit disenfranchised people, go to Fjordfolka.
Okay. Um.
One, they have a path into the Underdark, so worst case scenario, you can assist with Plan C a little bit.
Alrighty. You know what? I think that's fair. Fjordfolka, I was gonna see if there were any of those refugees that were mentioned here that would like to join. But I think that's a topic for in the morning when people are more well rested.
Yeah. Right about now, you hear someone holler down company, and your crazy friend comes back down.
Perfect. Hey, what was her name? Give me 1 second.
Anella. Or not Anella,
Athea.
Althea.
Oh.
Just, hey, Althea, I'm starting a kingdom. You want in?
Okay.
Huh. That was a lot
Just
of
gives you
info.
the most enthusiastic head up or thumbs up.
I was half joking, but if it's gonna be that easy, fuck it.
I mean, based on the local governance, yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Octavia, do your organization, whatever the hell you want to call it, you have any ties to the one here, the guild that monopolizes magic?
Yes and no. The only reason we have ties is one, they technically operate the teleportation circle that I came through to get here. Usually it's supposed to be only used for emergencies only, but I may have made up a lie about someone having stolen funds from us, making our way here, setting a trap.
So, at best and worst, you're neutral to each other, mutual understandings.
We work together because we have to, but if that was not the case, we probably would tear each other apart.
How
And
would you
occasionally we do.
How would you feel if, hypothetically, a third party took them out?
Good
Or
luck.
at least, good luck?
They are deep.
Oh.
Yeah, the only thing you're doing is encouraging him. That would be a good way to test our
If they had a change in leadership, would they fall in line, or would they fight against it?
I'm not answering any more of these questions.
Don't want to incriminate yourself. Perfect. Right. Well, Barnaby, that's not a bad idea. I'm sure some of them are probably disenfranchised with the Thieves Guild, considering that they steal and manipulate each other constantly and are causing the downfall of their own civilization slowly but surely. We could probably convince a few to join us and stage an uprising. Who knows? You know
Well,
what?
I mean,
Fuck
the
it.
weather will kind of a real good end to that civilization.
Exactly. You know what?
Another reason why I hate this reality, and wish to substitute it for my own.
We need to get you back to that warm bed inside of the secret place, don't we?
I hope.
I miss being warm.
I hope this guild here, not you guys, the other one, is a challenge. It's so long since I've had a good challenge.
Right. Barnaby, I think that this is the right way to go. Octavius, how's their funding / resources?
They're better funded than us, to a degree.
Just nods. Do they span only this continent, or are they on others?
He just pulls out a map.
Mhm.
So if we're looking at this specific organization,
Mhm.
they have this section. As a guy just draws a line.
So
Pretty much everything north of it is them. Anything south of this line, the one I'm putting in blue,
but they are only on this plain continent thing.
this specific organization, yes.
Okay.
Same with us.
Perfect.
We only have so much time.
Mhm.
It might be worthwhile instead of, well, usurping their control and power might be worthwhile.
It's not time efficient. You're right, but we need funding, and if we're going to do this, we need funds and we need people. The best way to win over the you know what? Let's make it simple. We need to keep it simple, stupid. We need to get a reputation and start our own little place within a month to have the say to convince as many people as possible to follow us off of this hellhole.
Well, we do have Sally's people.
That's true, but well.
And if nothing else, they can help reinforce our reputation by I don't know, writing letters, word of mouth.
Yeah, good old letter of recommendation. You know what, Bill? That's not a bad idea. Barnaby, we're gonna get you your challenge because I know that that's what you're craving. I don't think this Thieves Guild is going to make the docket.
Well,
could you live with that?
What we could do is forcefully acquire the leadership positions. It's a bunch of criminals and thieves. I doubt they have a complicated line of succession.
Well, I think details-wise, we could probably go over it at the inn or wherever.
We're staying here tonight,
But-
Barnaby.
Okay, well, that works too. And there it is. If you say these ones won't be a challenge, I mean, probably not. And while their boss will certainly be a challenge, their boss will be a mere stepping stone to the real challenge. A game that I have set my eyes on. That, unfortunately, I can't find in these lands. Or, fortunately, if that's the case. Someplace much warmer.
Barnaby.
Hmm?
Is it that fucking lizard?
The minister? Yes. Oh,
Good.
sorry.
Good. Fuck that guy. I'm pretty sure he was on the council. Fuck him. You know what? I got a
I
list.
got to burn down his house.
Sure. I got a list.
Yay.
I've got a very, very interesting list, Barnaby, of particularly powerful people who act strangely.
Oh, actually, I'm curious. Octavius. Do we have that guy's name? The Dragonborn.
Yeah, he's a lizard folk.
Oh, he
Yeah.
lizard folk. Okay.
You would have known him as. Did I put in my actual notes? Is that just in a chat?
It might have just been in chat, but I remember you saying that he was likely he was likely a part of the people that fucked me over. So Veritas has got a bone to pick.
See here.
I would like to say that after this conversation, we probably need to stop the recording and stuff because we're down 2 players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barnaby was just gonna ask Octavia and Octavius if they have any information on this particular minister from the Empire of Scavi, and if they ask, like, he would just tell them, "That's the real challenge, a proper hunt."
So the person that the lizard folk would be a Minister Augustus.
Gus. Oh, like I remember the name now because Augustus Gloop came up.
Yeah, head of internal would have been part of what? Yeah.
Head of internal.
Internal affairs. Yeah, that fucker. Because if somebody stole something very important from the rich people, guess who's gonna have to have a bone to pick with the people that stole it? Internal
You know,
affairs.
we should probably just like
I'm gonna make a
let's
hit
just
list.
overthrow the Empire. Fuck it. The
Hey,
Picts.
it's the Empire fairy tales.
Yeah, I mean, I'll vote for the king.
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of forgot in the throes of Barnaby getting a little too happy and excited. I was about to say, hey, we could turn this Aventurus Peninsula into Veritas Peninsula. Oh, that's right. We don't want to be here.
Yeah,
Does
no.
Barnaby have a murder boner?
Yeah, Barnaby does have a murder boner at all times.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll let that 19 insight roll. It's like, oh no, he's very specific about the type of
Anyhow.
hunt he's after.
I'm trying to think. Was there anything that I've missed?
No, I think we're solid. We've got we don't know why. We still don't know why. So this is going to be something that's going to be questioned as we're in the last little bit of killing this fucker. But so now we have not only a direction, goals, and like we have to go convince these cities and stuff. One, that I'm apparently going to be a worthy leader. Cough, cough. Laughter. Fuck. Oh, God, why do I? You know what? I'm gonna literally put "I'm taking back the crown" on Veritas's playlist because of you. I fucking hate it.
No.
Yes. At least it's not "Let's Start a Riot," Dead. You're still safe.
That's good.
Yeah. To be fair,
So okay.
out of all the characters that I have, Veritas is probably the one that you would be the most okay with taking a crown because he's lawful good.
I am just against
Veritas
that.
would actually take a crown rather than turn everything into an anarchist hovel.
Yeah. Anyhow, is there any other shenanigans going on for the night? If there's no other questions for Octavia, because I got nothing else. They're just gonna keep to themselves.
No. By the way, Dead, this is vitally important. Do you round up or round down when you roll
For?
first? If I was to say take like a group of rolls and say if I got like a 14.5, do you roll up or down?
Down.
Good. Okay, good to know.
Not sure why that's important, but okay.
Because of the rolls earlier.
Oh,
I took the
were you averaging them or
I took the median. No, not the median, the mean.
okay? The average. Okay. Any other shenanigans for the night?
Nope.
Hey, Veery.
Yes.
Who is, other than myself, of course, your most favorite person that you met so far on this continent?
It's an interesting question. The most interesting or the one I'm happiest I met?
The happiest you met.
It's kind of tied with everybody in our group.
Even Barnaby?
I understand he's kind of fucked up, but he's really useful. And honestly, he's only killing evil people, so who cares? I mean, what's he gonna go do? Kill a civilian who poses no challenge? I doubt it.
That's fair.
Is he gonna go hunt down some epic legendary hero? I doubt that too, because, again, heroes have weaknesses that you can exploit. Go after a loved one, or fucking literally take out their Achilles heel or whatever. It's kind of easy. But the villains are hard, dangerous, threatening, don't have anything to
What's
lose.
what's my weak point?
I mean, if Barnaby, I don't know, strung me up, how would you feel about that?
Confused?
Barnaby's going to string me up and have me dangling over a shark pit.
More confused because where did the sharks come from?
You know, good old land sharks from, like, the West Continent.
Oh, like yeah. I heard there's Skyrunners over there too.
I don't know what that is. But yeah, no, your weakness, like, if someone was going to kill me, would that make you feel upset? Or, God forbid, steal your rock?
The rock's more important.
I
If we're
agree.
talking about physically, pretty sure anyone could just grapple you and then just put you in a bag. You'd probably kill them with multiple stab wounds or magic in the process, but if they can get you and bind you before you can do that, then they'll have the advantage.
I wouldn't
I'm very
recommend it.
bitey.
I wouldn't
You
recommend
are.
it. The bag would just explode.
I am very bitey.
A bag was just an example, though a
Yeah.
chest could also work, and if it's a creature that can fly like Barnaby,
Mm,
just grabbing their talons around their arms, flying up and dropping them from a high altitude could also be a functional means.
I suppose. I mean, to be fair, I'm not a challenge at all. One good kick to the chest and I'm done. That's why I got all this armor.
Hey, very.
Hmm.
Don't take care.
I'm doing my best, Beal.
I know.
Some days are easier than others.
I won't. Okay.
Or just pat Bill on the head.
Anything else?
Nope.
Barnaby?
No, Barnaby is just kind of gonna find a quiet place to just nestle down in.
Okay. Zolfra?
Nope.
Jason? Still, protecting Sally?
Mhm.
Yeah. With that in mind, we are down 2 people, and let's be honest, we're about 20 minutes till 11 anyways.
Be a good time to stop
So-
that recording.
Yeah, let's go ahead and we all go to wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm good.
I have one very important thing to say.
Which is,
Everyone have a wonderful evening.
Same to you.
Yeah, you too.
fair enough.
All right. Good night, everybody.